Yo, what's going on? It's your main man, King Q. We are here. You hear what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
sir.
Finally, it is the absolute first episode of my brand new podcast. I got Stevie Harts in the building.
Yes,
Name of the
sir.
podcast
Yes,
is
sir.
Unselfish Behavior. I'm super excited to have you on as the first guest. If you could just kind of let people know, you know what I'm saying, a little bit about who you are and what you do and what you stand for. That'd be dope.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me first,
what?
bro.
It's an honor, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My name is Stephen Russell Harts. Other known as Stevie Harts.
Yep.
My stage name is Put Your Heart in It.
Okay.
Yeah. And Put Your Heart in It basically is, no matter what you do, with any sport you play, any goal that you pursue, it's just I wanted to stand for being passionate and full of enthusiasm and going after whatever you do.
Right.
Put your heart in it. Like,
Right.
go hard.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, like, go hard. So that's just really what I stand for. I work in the entertainment industry, in the fashion industry, but I do a lot of different things, but I'm in the entertainment industry, fashion industry. Yes, sir.
My God, look, it's funny because when I booked you to come on, the first thing that I thought about was your first performance. I don't even know if you remember the first fucking song that I heard you perform. Do you remember that song?
I probably could guess.
Go ahead.
Was it What Is Time?
Yep. It was
Okay.
What Is Time, and you was
Yeah.
doing the spins, and you was, you know what I'm saying? You was
Yes,
doing your
sir.
thing. And the first thing that I thought about when I first met you was, damn, this dude exudes authenticity. Like, a lot of people don't understand you're not just an artist with a message, right? And like, even that song, What Is Time, that song literally is about, what is time? Time doesn't exist. Walk in your purpose. Do what it is you love to do because time doesn't exist. But I love the authenticity of your style. You know what I'm saying? Where did you get your ability to be authentic and just being cool with who you are?
It came early on, man. It came early on. I had an older brother that was, really into fashion.
Yep.
So very young on, I found myself doing things to stand out with my clothes, just to be what I thought was me and different. And what I'm saying, I got a lot of flack for it and was ridiculed a lot for it growing up. But that's just where it kind of started. It started with my sense of style with clothes.
Do you think we need more of that in hip hop culture? Like, I feel like this is just me, and obviously with you being in the industry, you could touch a little bit more on this than I can. But I look around the industry, especially the hip hop culture, and I feel like once you get into the industry, they give you a persona to keep up with. Is there truth to that, or?
Yeah, it is truth to that. But there are certain people that break the mold. There's certain people that break the mold, and I don't remember what book it was in, but I read in the book. I have to get the exact title for you. That's so poor of me, but it says that you always have to read. Oh, it's the marketing lessons from the Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead is a rock band.
Okay.
And they're an independent rock band that has made more money touring than any other act.
Come on.
In music. You know what I'm saying? But it was all off of touring and merchandise sales.
Gotcha.
They had a freemium thing with when it came to their music. They gave their music away free, but was able to. But anyways, in their book it says, every so often you have to reinvent yourself.
Got you.
You have to create a new persona so the people that are in the industry that reinvent themselves, they are able to be different characters.
Gotcha.
Look at Young Thug. He's Jeffrey. He's Sex. He's Thugger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kanye West is Yandi. It's Yeezus. It's the Louis Vuitton Don. It's Ye.
Right.
There's so many personas that you're able to have when you reinvent yourself continually.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I went from Stevie Harts to Put Your Heart in It. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. So for me, when you first met me, bro, I was going by QT the Poet. I'm not sure if you remember that.
Yes,
You know what
I
I'm
sure
saying?
do. And for a long time after it was King Q, your name was QT in my phone still.
Yep.
Then I had to adjust,
Yes,
no,
sir.
it's not Q. I think in Atlanta, I was like, so it's not QT no
Yep, you
more?
sure did.
And
You
you was
sure
like,
did.
nah, bro, it's King Q. I'm like, you sure?
That's facts. You sure did. He's like, what up, QT? I'm like, bro, I don't even go by that.
And no more,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I mention that because I feel like people are not okay with allowing themselves to evolve, whether it's as an artist or whether it's as a person, just in general. How important is allowing yourself to evolve as a person and as an artist?
It's probably the most important thing because
You good? Go ahead.
life is an evolutionary process. So if you're staying stagnant or if you're stuck in cycles, holding on to routines and patterns, you know what I'm saying? If we're saying, oh, that was my phone, my other phone. I put the
good.
main one on silent, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you solid.
It's my trap phone. Let me put it on silent.
My man said that's his trap phone. Go ahead.
But yeah, the life is an evolutionary process. The first cell is trying to replicate and duplicate into another cell, evolved and multiply.
Yeah.
So life at that smallest of an instance is an evolutionary process.
Right.
So if you're trying to, if you're stuck in patterns or repeating the same thing or staying stagnant with who you are, you're actually against the current of nature. Because nature is an evolutionary process. The earth is forever changing in temperatures. You get what I'm saying? It's never going to stop evolving. So that's why it's the most important thing, because it's our nature to evolve.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny because I know I was chopping it up with you outside before we came in, and I was like, yo, the first conversation that I remember me having with you, you were talking about a lot of deep shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was pertaining to life. And one of the things that you mentioned when I was speaking to you was a lot about the law of attraction and how you're able to build things and create things by not only speaking things, but actually using visualization. How effective has that been? And what would you tell people who don't really understand it? I'm not going to say believe in it, but what do you say to the people who don't really understand the power that we have within ourselves?
So I have to go a little deeper than just the law of attraction, because the law of attraction is a universal law, right? An immutable law, which meaning it will not err, it will not make a mistake. It's ongoing, whether you're a good person or a bad person. If you jump off the roof, your ass is hitting the ground. It's like the law of gravity. You know what I'm saying? That's how serious the law of attraction is. But we have to remember that there's 12 of them. The law of attraction is only one law.
Touch on that, bro.
Yes, I have to. The law of attraction is only one law that plays a part with the cohesive other 11 laws that are just as important as the one law of attraction. So I think that, like, I mean, I don't mean to not answer your question, but I have to give more depth to it, because everybody in this time right now is becoming aware of law of attraction, which is wonderful. People are doing different practices. People are talking about manifestations on their Instagrams. People are doing everything, following solar charts and getting in tune with their numbers, their chart, all kind of stuff. But we have to know that there are 12 laws that are just as the same as none has more levity than the other. They're all equally important and working in cohesion with another. So I would like to, just briefly, if we can, go over the 12 laws so that we know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Break it down to us.
So we know law of attraction, right? And law of attraction is like energy attracts like energy. So that means two birds of the same feather flock together, pretty much. If I'm vibrating on a certain frequency, I'm going to attract situations and relationships and circumstances that are vibrating in that same frequency. That's attraction.
Got you.
Like attracts like. Positive attracts positive. Negative attracts negatives. Simple. We all understand that. But so another law that goes right, in fact, goes right in cohesion with that law is the law of vibration. So the law of vibration is all matter. So anything with an atomic structure, all matter has a vibration and a frequency. So that means this has atomic structure. It has atom particles.
It's literally vibrating.
Yes, it has a frequency.
Wow.
The same matter of our skin and our body that has a frequency. This TV has a frequency. This brick wall, all matter has a frequency. That's why we're able to attract material possessions. That's why we're able to attract material things, because all material matter has a frequency. And I'm not saying that our matter of the spirit, the human body matter, is any different from the matter. Get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So as long as because everything is vibrating, right, and everything is made of matter, if you're vibrating in alignment with, for example, money, if you're vibrating on the frequency of abundance or on the frequency of money, you then are able to attract it because, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
You're a vibrational match for it.
Got you.
Once you become a vibrational match for something, it comes right into your experience.
Absolutely.
That's how the only way something can come into your experience is it being a vibrational match. So the things that we don't like that came into our experience is a vibrational match.
We attracted it.
So we have to, the right spiritual person, it takes spiritual responsibility first.
Got you.
For their attraction point. They're not going through something, blaming and pointing a finger at other people and trying to figure out why they say that to me or why they do that to me or why. They're taking responsibility from the front. As I attracted this is a manifestation of my frequency and my character.
Accountability.
From the gate, spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, that's vibration attraction. Then we have compensation. This is simple. Law of compensation is if you do the work that supports your heart's desires, you will be compensated universally.
Got you.
It's not on your time, but if you do the work that is due for the compensation that is your due abundance, you will achieve it doing your work,
Got
work.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Makes sense.
What we call karma, but it's a little more literal than karma. It's called the law of cause and effect. And the cause and effect is whatever you do has its due. You know what I'm saying? Let me go a little deeper, okay? You're going to sow the seeds, water the plants that's going to blossom into the flowers that are going to bear the fruit that you have to eat.
Got you.
Whether bitter or sweet. So the law of cause and effect is not so much what goes around comes around, is what you do has an effect on the in the universe, and you are the universe, so that effect is on you.
Got you.
In your
that
spirit.
Makes sense. I'm with you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep,
what you do to the universe, you deal with, because you are the universe. It's only one. It's only one all. We're all individual parts of the one all. Okay. Am I going too slow with this, bro?
You breaking shit down to me. I'm with you. Keep going.
Okay.
I'm tapped in.
So how many of those do we have so far?
I think we're 4 in. We law of attraction. We are vibration. We are cause and effect. Compensation and cause and effect. So we're 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Law of rhythm.
Okay. Talk about it.
Everything in the universe has a rhythm.
Okay.
Our heartbeat has a rhythm. The crash of the waves on the beach have a rhythm. When the water pulls back and ebbs, it has a rhythm.
Wind.
The wind has a rhythm. You're going to go quiet and you're going to. You feel me? The Earth's surface has a rhythm. It has mountaintops and it has valleys. So the people that understand and use the spirit and are in alignment with the spiritual law of the law of rhythm, they understand that life has ups and downs. So when it's up, it's not too happy, and when it's down, they're not judging themselves and beating themselves off because it's a part of their rhythm.
Gotcha.
Whether this is financial rhythm, whether this is emotional rhythm, whether this is creative rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
These are all different kinds of rhythm that we possess.
Got you.
So the people that the people that do the work and understand this and stuff like that, they begin to recognize the patterns within their rhythms so they can prepare themselves for the parts of the rhythms that are most discomforting to them. You feel me?
Absolutely.
That's like saving your eggs for a rainy day or something.
Right.
You know, same type of situation.
Yeah.
So law of rhythm, you can get to know your own spiritual rhythm. Okay. And pay attention, and when you know your rhythm, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're not
absolutely.
beating yourself up because it's a part of the rhythm. Oh, it's a slower day.
Got you.
It's a part of the rhythm.
Understanding it, submitting to it, and allowing things to be as they're supposed to be. Going with the flow.
If the flow is ebbed and stopped, you can't push it.
That's exactly what I hear.
Are you gonna revolt against circumstance? So that's rhythm, pretty much.
Got you.
Law of rhythm. Now this one's a little deep.
Okay, talk about it.
Law of perpetual transmutation.
Okay.
So that means that at any time when you are experiencing a low frequency, at that moment you have the power to change that low frequency into a high frequency instantly.
Got you.
And because of the low frequency qualities.
Okay.
Low frequency qualities have a lot of qualities to gain from. So if our perception is focused on what to gain from the low frequency circumstance, we can use that gratitude to boost us even higher.
Gratitude is the key.
The low is to flip it.
Got you.
The gratitude is the key to flip the low.
Okay.
And bounce back up
Got
into the high frequency.
Okay.
That's how you get your frequency right back up. Is gratitude, true gratitude, not false and prosthetic.
Yeah,
gratitude.
I think people get gratitude fucked up. When you say gratitude at every level.
At every
I don't
level.
give a fuck if you live in an apartment with 15 people, being able to wake up in the morning and say, I am grateful for my circumstances and understanding that somebody else out there has it worse than me. I love my life and things like that, right? At all levels, is that what you're saying?
It's even it's even simpler than that.
Okay, break it down for me.
It's just thankful for the bird in the sky.
Okay, got you.
Thankful for the tree that's outside.
Got you.
Thankful for you're in, that we're having a life experience, whether good or bad or whatever you think about your life experience. You're having a spiritual experience in human form. So it doesn't have to be so material based.
Got you.
Gratitude can be very light.
It could be you gazing at the fucking ocean.
Yeah, it could be light.
That's
light. How the universe likes it.
Got you.
Yeah, yes, sir. So, but another thing with that is, okay, so that was law of perpetual transmutation. To perpetual transmutate, there's the law of polarity. And polarity means that North Pole, South Pole, right? So at every time in life, there's two worlds going on. And you have the ability to perceive it from the positive or the negative.
Got you.
And with the law of polarity, that's the same thing as using the gratitude, finding no matter what the positive way to look through it to perpetual transmutate the energy back to a positive state.
Understood.
Okay. Law of divine oneness.
Come on.
Everything is one. That's why judgment is so cancerous and toxic.
Got you.
Because we're all one. The word, we say God, we say this word with this, thing, but it's when you say God is really all. We should say all, or we should say, you know what I'm saying? Because all is one. Mm-hmm. It's all.
We're all a part of God. Is that what you're saying?
It's all.
Got you.
It's all. Whatever you equate to all.
Okay.
All of and all the universes and all the galaxies and all its celestial, all of the different different species in the Galactic Federation, whatever the different
it's all.
It's all.
Speak on that.
So that's what the source energy that is supplying us is.
Okay.
It's supplying you, it's supplying you, it's supplying you. You can feel it. That's source energy. It's source. You get what I'm saying? So that feeling that concept is what God really is.
Got you.
You get what I'm saying? So once you understand that it's only one all, and you're a part of this all, I can't look at you and judge you. Because now if I judge you, if I say something about you, if I categorize you and have an opinion of you, I'm now separating myself from the source that supplies me.
Got you.
If I judge, I'm separating myself from the source that supplies me. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So the divine one is where it's all one.
That's deep, because that you're basically saying, so if you judge somebody, you're saying that you're not one anymore.
No.
Because if you're judging, you're saying that person's different.
Mm-hmm.
Or that person's this, or that person's that. So now you're taking yourself out of the idea
material
of being one. Got you.
Material. That's to judge. You're looking at the material.
Got you. Or physicality. Right, I think a lot of people get judged off the hair. Or
that's all material. That's all material.
So all tangible material.
Hair, weight, the human body is material.
Got you.
When I say material, I'm talking human.
Okay, got you.
When we're not talking material, then it's spirit.
Got you.
Everything in this physical world is material.
That's fucking deep, bro.
Material is us.
Right.
So knowing that the all that supplies us is all one, the same breath that every living thing has, the trees, the birds, that same all, if we judge, it separates.
Got you.
And we suffer the consequences in the material realm.
Speak on that.
Because judge ye not shall be judged. It's in the Bible. When you point a finger, 10 fingers get pointed back at you. When you in the material sense.
Got you.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But in a universal sense, it only creates separation. See, now look at this. If I gave you a hug, right, and I'm like, "What's up, bro? Good to see you." And now it's an embrace, and I'm looking over that way, and you're looking this way. I can't see you, but I can feel. Now, if I detach from you and separate, now I'm able to analyze and look at all of the different features to judge and have an opinion of.
There we go.
But when I'm attached in embracing of the all, the one, one.
Back to that. Yep.
There is no able to judge.
Gotcha.
Because it's only a feeling. There's no sensory input, not sensory information, getting input from our ears or our eyes for us to process.
Okay.
To come and think about what we're processing.
Got you.
We're just, you know what I'm saying? It's a feel, a spirit.
Absolutely. You're present with it.
Yes. So that's what, the law of divine oneness is just one. Law of relativity. Everything is relative in the one. So it's nothing that you're going to go through with this one and in this thing that is does not relate to you in some kind of way, like the relativeness with the conversation with bro that we just met. You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel like, kind of touch on this idea of everybody that you come in contact with, you're supposed to, right? Which part of the law is that? Like, for example, exactly what just happened downstairs. He said, he walked away, and remember what he said before he left? He said, this didn't happen for no reason. What part of the law is that? That happens a lot to me in my life.
That's relativity.
And I think a lot of people could relate to that as well. Like, you literally meet somebody, bro, at the right time. Like, damn, I was just thinking about that. Or, damn, I just spoke about me needing that resource or needing to hear that. Right? What part of the law is that? Kind of touch on that a little
No,
bit.
That's the relativity. It's relativity.
Gotcha.
Everything is relative. There is
Gotcha.
no coincidence.
Got you.
There is no accident.
Got you. How important is it for you to surround yourself with people with like minds? Because I feel like you sitting on like crazy amounts of knowledge, right? Which is fucking power, right? Knowledge is power. How important is it for you to surround yourself with people with like minds when it comes to just your ideologies on life?
Well, I'm at a place now where I'm in my walk now. I'm in my work, and my work is to spread.
Nice.
So my work is to share the information with people that are not where I am.
Got you. That's where the education comes into play.
With me having it and only dealing with people that have it, there's no point.
You're not teaching nobody.
It's each one teach one. It says a sage is handed down the wisdom to future worthy torchbearers.
Got you.
So the sage hands down the information to future worthy torchbearers. If I'm somebody that's here and my purpose is to spread information, I have to mingle amongst the crows.
Got you. That makes sense. I'm thinking too to myself, for me, and I know I spoke to you briefly about it before we came up, because when you said I'm in my work, I just immediately, my mind went straight to like, I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. I'm in a space right now, bro. You can like talk to my girl. We talk all the time to where it's like, babe, I'm locked in on purpose right now. Like, I feel like once you become aware of your calling and why you were placed here on this planet, it's very difficult to step outside of that and to just be on some bullshit, if that makes sense. And I'm pretty sure you can relate to that. Talk to me a little bit about the difference between pursuing your dreams and walking in your purpose.
So this is so crazy because I got off track with my purpose. Okay. I did. When I made the decision to do music, I was an 18-year-old kid playing football in dorm room in Oklahoma. Got you. And I wasn't mature in my studies, but I had studied. I had been studying since 13. So by 18, I had information. Got you. But my way in sharing it and my approach was completely wrong. So I was arguing in dorms. That was my thing, was arguing back and forth with everybody about the beliefs in the dorms and stuff like that because of the information that I had come to understand.
You having 4 debates with people and shit.
Every single day. Yeah, that was my thing. You know what I'm saying? So when I came home from football on the summer, my sister was in the studio and she had me write songs, and I realized that I was actually good. One of the engineers told me like, damn, your voice is tight, like you rap? And I just said yeah because I used to write raps in high school just on some fun stuff. But anyways, but my decision in making music was, I'm going to spread information. I'm going to use my voice to share what I have come to, what I am learning. Got you. To share what I am learning with, that was the reason. And, and you can, from my early music, you can tell from like what is time and timing. You got perfect timing, just keep putting your time in. You know what I'm saying? From that song you can tell that I was, my intent with the music that I had intent.
It was very intentional.
It was intentional.
That song is very intentional.
Heart of Gold, the name of the album.
Come on.
Stevie, all you got to do is put your heart in. That was from the very beginning. So that was my purpose. But after, desiring material things, success, what I believe success is, money, popularity, what I believe these things, these tangible things that I want, I compromised my purpose to achieve them, right? And I didn't know this, but I had a very deep experience, you know, about a week or so ago.
Come on.
And I truly just got realigned with my purpose. And I think that this is probably even the reason why this situation has manifested. Because it completely brought me back to love, my home space, and my purpose is using my voice to spread love and share love. And share what I'm learning.
Absolutely. And
it brought me right back. So for you to ask that, yes, I got caught up chasing a dream. But when I stand and walk in my purpose, the dream, it is the dream. I don't have to chase a dream.
Right. I'm big on that too. Like I see we live in an era, in a generation right now to where people are caught up behind the idea of chasing every fucking thing. I'm talking about from chasing the bag to chasing a fucking Popeye sandwich. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, we live in an era right now to where people follow trends. They follow what looks cool. They follow what's in. They follow what's hip. I'm always in the mindset of like, I don't have to chase shit. I'm gonna just attract everything that's supposed to be mine. I'm gonna put myself in position to be able to attract it to me. Can you talk a little bit about how, for you, how you've experienced getting out of that mindset? And I feel like being around the industry, you're around a lot of people who do have that mindset of like trying to chase tangible and physical and materialistic shit. How do you keep yourself centered and grounded in your belief systems with being around so many other people who have completely conflicting mindsets that you do? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm a special person, bro. So, I don't mean it like, I mean.
You are though, bro. I like how you said that, huh? Come on.
But it's like.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm a emitter. When I come into a room, whether you're conscious of it or not, I'm emitting a frequency. I'm not too receptive of frequencies around me.
Love it.
I can call them out and note them and help correct them, but I'm not taking on the frequencies that I feel. I'm not frequent. My frequency is not so sensitive. I usually uplift, bring, and if the spirit can't last around me, it doesn't last. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like when I come into a room, when it's and the energy's there, the energies that don't,
you either gonna draw to it or you gonna be gone.
Yes,
got you.
It's either that, or you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, I'm with you.
I bring the party. I bring the energy when I come in.
Absolutely.
And that's if I'm chilling, not saying nothing. I'm still bringing. I'm not receptive to other people, even if bullshit is going on. Right. I'll recap and talk about, did you see that? That was different.
Right.
But the whole time, I'm still me.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's presence.
It's
right?
Presence. Yeah, I guess
it's presence, right? Like the ability to walk in a room, not say shit, and everybody already, they pick up on your vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had a lot of people since I started just putting myself in a position to be around, just to be around social settings. One of the main feedbacks that I get a lot is that, man, you have a presence. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I noticed about you the first night, bro.
Even before I speak, though.
Yeah, even before you speak.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I noticed you.
The way you stand.
Come on.
The way it's royal. It's noble.
Got you.
You carry yourself nobly. And that's respected, and you feel that nobility when you walk into the room.
Come on, Stevie.
On everything.
I'll take that, bro.
Yes, sir.
Humbly.
Yes, sir. No, for real.
Now for me, I want to talk to you. I think it's important for people to understand because we live in an era right now to where people look at shit, they draw to it without knowing how it came to fruition, the story behind it, the adversity behind it, the struggle behind it, the late nights with no sleep, the fucking going multiple days without eating, without talking to your parents, without, you know what I'm saying? Like everything that goes along with the idea of success. For me, I'm one to believe that success is happiness, right? So if you're happy, in my opinion, you are absolutely fucking successful. There's people out here who have jobs at fucking AT&T or Subway, and they're absolutely happy doing what it is they're doing. Talk to me a little bit about, first, it's going to be a two-part question. Talk to me a little bit about what your idea of success is, and then talk to me a little bit about the adversity that you've had to go through on the back end of growing to a place to where you view yourself as successful.
That's a complex question, honestly, because if you, I mean, I was just telling my bro K-Stone and TK over there that, like, if I had a cousin that just hit me up randomly, and I guess he asked me for my number on Instagram, and I was just like, I guess I read it and didn't send a number. And he said, "Oh yeah, I forgot how niggas act when they get a little bit of money."
Come on, he ain't do you like that, huh?
Yeah, my cousin, my older cousin. He like 30. You feel me? Like, he older. I'm 24, so like, you feel me?
Yeah.
You know, it couldn't took me by surprise. So like, from the outside looking in, somebody might perceive me to be successful. And you know, and it's crazy in my head. What I have always imagined as success, I have not. I'm not there yet.
You ain't even scratched the surface.
Yeah,
you ain't even got started yet. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, when somebody talks about successful, I'm not in the mix yet.
Right.
You know, that's just honest. That's just me being honest and open. I'm not trying to down myself. I'm not trying to.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of humility speaking in you too.
No, that's real shit, though, bro. Like, cause I have envisioned as now on a less materialistic level.
Yeah.
On a less materialistic level, and I just on the spiritual level, like I guess there is success that has been expressed out of me. You know what I'm saying? I have expressed successful things, but am I just a successfh? You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Just being real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've expressed some cool things, and I've been able to persevere and keep going.
Right.
I've failed a bunch, and I've able to keep, after every failure, just keep going. But I'm still after what I believe success to be.
Talk to me about the failure. A lot of people run from that.
I failed so many times, bro. So many times. Like, over and over and over and over and over again. And really, for me, I just, all I wanted to do was just go.
Right.
When I was at that time, I just wanted to move and go and do. And it taught me how not to wait on nobody. It taught me how to get everything done on my own. But after failing so many times, after being energetically invested into projects and that they don't blossom into fruition time and time again, a piece of you is with each one of those things. So you either give up or you try your best to move in a way to where you don't keep failing. I'm sure failures are still going to happen, but now there's a much more observance. There's a much slower pace. There's more patience. I've lost money. I've lost thousands and thousands of dollars. I failed. So now it's like, I'm older now. I'm in my mid-20s. I have to be a little more cautious, careful when I'm executing. Be more mindful of the execution so that I can succeed. Now, the other brother that I brought in with me, TK, he's an excellent succeeder.
TK, right there with
with the beat, he's an excellent executor.
Got you.
You know, he doesn't, the way he moves doesn't attract failure because of the patience, the research, the execution. Okay. You know,
he's a strategic mover.
Yes, he already embodied the qualities that I'm still learning.
Love it.
But me, I'm just the fireball talent, the dragon energy,
fucking rock star,
trying to get something done.
And
I might put something out because I want. Ooh, look at what I did, and it's not ready, bro. The mix is not good, bro. You mixed it, Steve. Why are you dropping it?
Just that self-judgment.
Not even the self-judgment. It's not good enough. It's not. Okay. Wait until you pay somebody professional to do your stuff.
Got you.
Do it right. What are you rushing for? It's good because what I've done, bro, I've wasted great ideas because of impatience. You know, and that was my failure, impatience, wasting great ideas and not polishing, putting it out before it's ready. Got you.
And you feel like you're in a space right now where you're still kind of learning patience? Or do you feel like you've gotten better at it?
I've gotten much better.
As of recent?
Much better. But I'm still learning. Of course, I'm always be learning patience. I haven't even had a child yet, so I'm sure.
Got you.
I don't even know what patience is if I ask one of my father friends.
Got you.
You know
got
what
you.
I'm
Got
saying?
you. Got you.
So
Speaking in fathers, huh? Shout out to Pops. I want you to talk a little bit about talk to people who your Pops is and kind of like how he influenced you growing up in regards to a lot of the ideologies that you have. And your sister as well. Shout out your sister. Your sister's super dope singer.
Yeah. So my dad, his name is Stephen Russell Harts. We have the same name. He was lead singer of R&B boy band in the late 80s, early 90s named Troop. They went platinum a few times, sold a lot of records, had a few hits, some legendary records that to this day people know.
Yep.
Like all I do is think of you.
Come on.
Like, they know, like, you know, that's Pops in them. Yeah. So.
Yep.
And then as a songwriter, he was able to, like, he failed miserably after his success. And as a songwriter, he was able to succeed again and sell millions and millions of records as a songwriter, producer. You know, as a second lifetime in the music industry, as a dad now. You know what I'm saying? So when I was born, I guess my dad, we were raised Christian. But when I was born in 94, he had a very, very passionate and inquisitive desire for truth. So around 94, my whole life, we were still Christian practicing, but he still was just learning about certain things and other religions and other practices, you know, the whole time. So around about the age of 13, around me, we started really reading other things and, you know, learning about 5% Nation of Islam, the Quran, Buddhism, Taoism, like, you know what I'm saying? Moses says, just different things, the Hebrew Israelites, like the Moors, just different sets of knowledge. This is early on, around 13 is when it really got started, where it was like we didn't go to church as much as much. We started learning more, but it was everything that we learned started from the Bible. See, so what my dad did is he dedicated his life to studies unbeknownst to nobody. While he's in the studio making music, while he's at home, he's taking this part of the Bible from, okay, it was written in English. What language was right before English? It was Latin. So he's taking it to Latin, seeing what it means in Latin, the words mean in Latin.
That's dope.
Taking it from Latin to, oh dang, it came from this language. Then back to the Sinaitic, then back to Hebrew, and getting the understanding of what the Bible was saying in
from
its
the root
original
and
language.
its original language. Got
and
you.
what those word means meant in that time to them.
Huge.
So from then he was able to attract. Now he was ready. I guess he was able to attract a set of books from a guy called Zachariah Sitchin, called the 12th Planet, Lost Book of Enki, and, you know, a whole bunch of things. Zachariah Sitchin, what he did was he just so the first human civilization is called ancient Sumeria.
Okay.
That was right before Egypt. Egypt came after ancient Sumeria. In ancient Sumeria, they left behind thousands of clay cuneiform tablets. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And what Zachariah Sitchin did was just translate those tablets. And my dad read all of the books from the original first people ever on the earth and the things that they recorded in their scientific documents back in that time, 300 and 400,000 years ago, or however long it is. You know what I'm saying? And we begin to study them and study that and get into the concepts that they was and you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Certain things. So my dad is really the man to give the glory to for doing the work, for exposing me and my sister to this information.
Wow.
You know, he dedicated his life to it, and then his mom passed, and he went even harder with, you know, knowledge and just learning. So, yeah, he lit the fire within me and groomed me to be the sage that I am today.
Do you think that the fire and the desire to find out more about the knowledge of the original people and just allowing yourself to be able to learn from different forms, right? For me, I'm trying to think of this question from a personal perspective. I was born and raised in a Jehovah's Witness household. So I think that when you're born and raised in a certain environment that encourages you to only read a certain book or only get your answers out of here or only pray this way or only refer to God this way or only, right? It teaches you to grow up to where this is the truth and everybody else is wrong. Right?
Judgment.
Exactly. So I was
oneness.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Now you're not even in God.
Again,
you're separated.
Exactly. And for me, that's kind of like what took me away from the ideology of religion as a whole, because I feel like it's extremely divisive, or at least it could be, right? And so for me, I just want to hear your feedback on what is the importance level for you on allowing yourself to be able to look in different areas to attain knowledge, because your dad, you know, he instilled that with you at a young age, but, you know, he had to get that from somewhere as well. So I'm sure he sees a certain level of value to allowing yourself to read different books and study different religions and ideologies. Talk a little bit about that.
So everybody's studies go in their own route. Mm-hmm. So we all, like for me, for instance, me and my sister, we are exposed to the same exact things growing up, the same information, the same places we know to go, the ancient maxims of Pahotep, the 42 principles of Mayat, the Emerald Tablets of Thought, the Lost Book of Enki, Lost Book of Enoch, just so many different texts that we come from, right? So, but my sister study, you know, she learned more about psychic ability. She learned more about things that, you know, her studies went a different way. My studies went to more spiritual science.
Got you.
I understand spirituality as like a scientist, as mathematics. So that's where my studies went, into the actual formulas and equations behind spirituality, the science behind spirituality. And I became passionate about that and started bringing it back to my dad and my sister, because after I went that way, I started learning more.
Right.
I started learning that, dang, water retains memory. If you
it does.
if you put a water cup in the room right here and we say,
yep,
I love it, I love you, I love you, I love you, and put it in the freezer, the molecule structure of the water is going to be perfectly geometrically even. If we say, oh, I hate my life, and we do evil things, say a whole bunch of stuff and freeze that water, the structure of the molecules are going to be chaotic in the ice. So that lets you know that water has the ability to memorize and retain frequency. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So just different little things that you can learn and use for your benefit. But I went that way and kind of brought it to my family. So we were promoted to do more, to learn more. That's what it is.
Got you.
It's each one teach one. My sister brings information. She's on some guy named Bashar right now, who's a channel and channels information. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Steve Noble, and he's a guy that's channeling. But Steve Noble is doing decrees on reversing contracts and agreements that we had before our lifetimes. So Steve, like,
that's
it's
big time.
Yeah, it's total different kind of information that we're all learning and we bring back into the round table.
Yeah.
Now, because we're all adults and have our own studies. I have my own study now. I'm not my dad's study no more. I'm in my own walk.
Absolutely.
From his walk. You feel me? My sister's in her own walk. So my information that in my walk is a different walk than
love it.
Pop's walk. Pop's walk was my foundation.
Right.
But we all walking together to equally, if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So I think that we accomplished what it was I was looking to accomplish with having you on, bro. And that is allowing people to get to know you on a personal level and just kind of how you view life, right? And I think you have a lot of gems. Obviously, we didn't even scratch the surface into the type of shit that we could get into. You know, and that's just from me knowing you on a personal level. We've had multiple conversations. Yeah. I went to your house, you know, last year. It was in February. I went to Atlanta, and we had, man,
turn up.
Huh? I gotta say this before we leave. I will never forget that fucking club you took me to, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I have to tell this story before we go. I have to tell this story.
Man, talk about it.
Can I tell the whole story on the podcast?
Go for it.
Okay.
And so, we'll end it with this, but go for it.
I can tell the whole with all descriptions.
And what? With the club?
Yeah.
Okay, well break it down then.
Do you remember?
I do. I remember the whole night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we get to the club. It's Compound. It's the latest club in Atlanta.
That motherfucker was lit. And we pulled up at 3 a.m.
We pulled up late, super late, 2, 3 in the morning. So by this charm, they charging $80 to get in. Mm-hmm. I had brought some weed for us to smoke.
Yep.
You feel me? So I end up talking to a girl in line, and she tell her dude, I end up selling weed to the dude in line to pay for us to get in.
Yep.
So we get in, right? We end up paying $100 and something to get in.
So did.
I left my hat there too. I never got my hat back
real?
that night. Yeah. So we get in, right? So we outside. So compound is a big area outside first, and then it's the inside. So we outside, we just chilling and talking, and you know what I'm saying? And we go inside, and I'm like, hey, bro, let's go to the let's walk in here, right?
Yep.
So I end up seeing Luke James, that's from Star, Woody that played Bobby Brown,
Jason Mitchell,
and Lulu from Paid in Full, all in a section. So once I see Luke like, come here, little bro.
Yep.
I'm like, I got my bro with me. So this King Q first time in Atlanta, I got him with actors and celebrities in his section.
Having a ball.
They giving us drinks.
Look, it's Henny everywhere. They're like, yeah, help yourself, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in here,
it's
bro?
So lit.
Yeah, man, we had a fucking blast, man, and I remember us, bro, just leaving like, yo, that shit just happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I still thank you for that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
just
lit.
first time in Atlanta. So for me, I want to end out each segment moving forward with this podcast. It's called Unselfish Behavior, and the reason I called it that is because I feel like everybody has a gift, and if you're not sharing your gift, then you're selfish. That's my idea behind it. So I want to end each segment with you looking at that camera right there.
Okay.
And you sharing an unselfish message from Stevie Hart. All right? It could be anything for the people.
Unselfishly put your heart in everything that you do. If you are folding your clothes, put your heart in it. If you are walking your dog, put your heart in it. If you are hugging your grandmother, put your heart in it. Put your heart in it. That's my
put
unselfish
your fucking heart in it.
message. Yes.
So look, man, it's your main man, King Q. It was an honor and a privilege, bro. It was an honor and a privilege.
The honor is mine, bro.
Look, first of many projects, you know what I'm saying, that we're going to continue to build and continue to work on. So we out, man. Appreciate y'all. Episode 1, that's a wrap.
Yes, sir.
We out.